Hey guys, I'm going to do a short video about Rokas' video, Was I Wrong About Aikido? He said he was wrong about Wing Chun, which even then I'm not sure if he did, but it was a good video. An even better video today on Was I Wrong About Aikido? Guys, just because I can do Aikido, I never said you could do Aikido. Okay? So, you got to put things in perspective, and I think his video today was much better, and he did that. I don't know if this angle is going to work, but hey, look at my nose. So, and it's hot, so hey, I just got home. So before the sun goes down, here we go. Guys, I started in Taekwondo at 9 years old. I learned a little bit of Hapkido, tiny bit from my Taekwondo instructor. I was this first black belt. I got it about 15, 16, right around my 16th birthday, I believe. So I was this very first black belt. And I've been able to use Taekwondo in fights and stuff like that. Aikido, I did my first time university in 1-credit class. So let me backtrack. The first time I did Kodogi was 15 years old, sophomore year high school, on a bus, high school bus. The guy was grabbing girl's hair. I'm like, let her go, and he didn't. And then I put him in a Kodogi while he still had, I'm like, let go, let go, let go, let go. And I did Kodogi at 15. 18, I was already bouncing at a arcade at first, was the first place. While I was 18, that was open to like 4 in the morning, near all the bars at the university I went to. Also, I really wasn't MMAing it too much until I was 20. So I was, cross-training, sparring, pressure testing at like 17, going to kickboxing schools, training do, this and that. And then I had a judo 1-credit class when I was 18 at university, and the Aikido and stuff like that. So I was already cross-training a bit and doing grappling against Taekwondo guys after class and, doing what I could, right, until 20, and then I saw the UFC, and then, boom, there we go. Dan Severn called me on my birthday party, and then I started doing everything. But I was able to apply a few things before you could really consider, oh, it's just because I'm big in MMA. I used to be 197. I wasn't always a 44-year-old man with a COVID belly. So keep that in mind. Even though, I still got guns. Now, is it only because I got guns? No, that's from pathetic teenagers that are too lazy to ever do a push-up. It's not about size. It's about technique, timing, distance, spinal structure, etc. I mean, size and strength never hurts in any physical activity. But really, I do things in a very light way. Okay? And yes, I wrist locked people in bars that were bigger than me. I've sparred and grappled people very small, people very big, heavyweight UFC champions, light heavyweight champions, tons of them, more than anybody else. So people are like, it's just because he's big. No, you insecure little person, eat some peanut butter and do some push-ups, okay? So that helps, but no, it's not just about that. Like, not at all, okay? Bodybuilders don't have the ability to start doing the things that, I can do, that you've seen on video, in my real Aikido video. So anyway, I like that he was more fair and balanced today in Rokas' video. And I think it did a pretty good job. Practicality in his focus, maybe that's not for everybody, and keep that in mind. I'm getting older. I actually tried to go to Aikido places the last couple of days. Because one, the guy sounded private group, whatever. I drove far, and then apparently I couldn't get in. It was a locked, private, not a private training facility, but like a rich people workout place. And, the doors were locked and whatever. Couldn't get in. And by the time I got around and got to security at another entrance, they said he had just walked out. So that went that. The next, and I was he has been with Tohai and Dan Harden and stuff. People have told me to look into people like that. So maybe he's got a touch of the real stuff. I'm still looking myself, right? And the next day they said, oh, well, it's kind of old. I'm like old, like pre-World War II, like Moraki Jiu-Jitsu. And they're like, oh, exactly. So I was going to go to that. And then he goes, oh, but we got small groups that are all COVID vaccinated or already had it, and we wear M95 masks. Yeah, Wolfman ain't about all that, homie. Shouldn't your Rocky protect you? So, so, I'm still out there and doing my thing and, trying and whatever. I did jiu-jitsu twice last week on my birthday and whatever. My back is really, really jacked, my back and my neck, and I have major issues, and I definitely need MRIs. Anyway, I'm the one who gave Rokas the line, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Because techniques are viable even if most of the training methodologies suck. And I said, go ahead and bag on training methodology sucking and all these styles. Okay? Look at my ranking martial arts styles. I don't hold back. And then, I even say it in my Aikido video. It's over 8,000, 9,000 views now that Remy edited me and Remy doing stuff, martial arts one-on-ones. Subscribe to his channel. Just because we can do stuff doesn't necessarily mean you can do stuff. So, you're the great defender of Akikai Flower Power Aikido. No, I've never been the great defender of Akikai Flower Power Aikido, that if you do 2 1-hour classes per week, which, 20 minutes are warm-ups and bowing and stretching, and probably another 10 minutes of bowing and kneeling down, up, down, up, down, up, down, like church. No, with your whole 1 hour of actual light dancing physical practice, do I think you can fight? No, absolutely not. And keep in mind, as I keep reminding Rokas, back in the day, almost all the real students were judo black belts already. And maybe that's the way Aikido already should be practiced. You need a black belt in judo or a blue belt in jiu-jitsu. And I said that years ago in the Rokas video. Like, how are you teaching and running a school if you have no real grounding or backing? And there are various levels of Aikido. Even when he says Remy is still like kind of compliant, yeah, but that's a big step above. That's not full-on sparring. That's a big step above what most Aikido schools are doing, right? Wing Chun, if they do some sparring and some pressure testing, that's a huge leap above what most Wing Chun schools are going. I'm not the great defender of all things Wing Chun either, but I'm the first to do a chain punch straight blast in MMA against a high-level opponent, and then in the next year in a World Championships. Okay? I do think Pak Sao is a very good block. Occasionally you might use other blocks and Tan Saos and whatever, and this kind of thing is good against a knife. Look at my knife defense video. The entry that worked the one time that I didn't run away. So you have to take what is useful from all styles. Didn't Bruce Lee say something like that? And now you want to throw away JKD too. Now, if JKD was trained the right way that I feel Bruce wanted, as a combined eclectic with certain principles and concepts for street self-defense, and not just we train this style an hour and that style an hour and that style an hour. But if it was trained the right way, JKD would still, of course, be very viable. I use longest weapon to nearest target, side kick to the knee, John Jones. I jab the eyes, John Jones. Worked pretty good for him. Okay? Kicking people in the balls. I teach the 45 kick in my DVD and my essential strikes you got to know. And I show how you utilize that almost like a Taekwondo 45 ankle kick to use for scoring to the belly. You use it to the groin. All right, if he's standing like a cowboy, you kick him straight up. If he's standing a bit sideways, you 45 kick him to the groin, and then bam, and then guillotine, whatever. You got to put it all together. So, take what is useful from each style. It might be sensitivity. It might be when you're injured, do a style to get your sensitivity better. Be that Chi style, Wing Chun, Tai Chi. I'd really like to do Bakwa as I'm getting older. Like, they have certain things. Now, can everyone fight in that style? No. Okay? But Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is getting watered down too, and I'm a black belt. Okay? You have to be able to do everything. You should be doing my speed grappling rounds, my street jiu-jitsu, Aki grappling or speed grappling style. 2 minutes with only 15-second takedowns. Work on your standing submissions, your transitional submissions, and your throw like an Osoda Garida, knee on belly or double knee ride. Stuff that controls a fight when a guy's crazy with a hammer in Walmart or something. Stuff that you really need. And even MMA fighters, that gets them better in the most productive, essential times of a fight than let's just flow roll for 20 minutes, bro. No, where's the intensity? Okay? So keep these things in mind. From Aikido, you should be looking at certain techniques. Primarily, Kotegaeshi, Nikyo, or Ayadori variation that I do. And Katanagi, head and arm spin. And of course, other styles. FMA, Silat, Kali, Sistema, they all use that stuff too. Why? Must be pretty important. That's why. Okay? Some things you gotta take it from people more experienced to go, this is pretty important stuff. This is pretty useful stuff. Take someone like me's word for it. That it can be very helpful. Because not everyone you run on the street is a black belt with perfect balance and center. No. There are people that get off balance. And that includes white and blue belts and BJJ. Okay? So, You got to have a strong center, a strong spine. You got to have a strong delivery system. And Aikido, yeah, like I said, most of them were black belts already, and they trained 8 hours with black guys. They used to read some stories. They used to train really hard, bloody noses and stuff. They used to go and get drunk and get into bar fights. Okay, it's not this reconstituted Aikikai peace and love harmony BS you bought from the Sun, and even from the founder, Bettis, who's older. Look at who he really associated with and things that they really did back in the day, and you know, let's wake up, people. So if you have a delivery system, can it be useful? Yeah. And then there's other techniques that, like Sankyo, I've taught. I was first before Kesting, by the way, teach how to like use that Sankyo type motion to peel off the rear naked choke hand, the second connecting hand, or in a guillotine. Why you can't do that? I even made how you could weave and go in a basically like a hammer lock off of that. There's no reason not to. But they don't exactly teach that in judo, jiu-jitsu, do you? That's why you have to keep an open mind to different martial arts. Okay? So, hopefully you've all been enjoying. Look at all my videos. Steven Seagal, Above the Law, him, then me. It should be fun. Okay? Look at the video, me and Remy, so Aikido doesn't work, Rokas. Look at my real Aikido 30 minutes, and I say, who's this? And oh, and I get the comments. That would, you know, these jiu-jitsu blue belts and white belts again. That wouldn't work on a BJJ black belt. Actually, I don't get the taps a lot. I've gotten the tap on some black belts, but I've gotten to be able to make them go, and I pass their guard, so I get in half guard. That's huge. I've tapped brown belts. I've tapped pro MMA fighters. You know, they're pretty good at, like, not wanting to get locked and hand fighting. Since, you know, locking joints is part of MMA. Okay? So, and there are a couple bigger guys in my videos, and like I said, I've bounced and done it to bigger guys, and sparred bigger guys, and grappled bigger guys, and anyone says otherwise is a complete asinine MF. Okay? So guys, can certain things from Aikido work? Yes. Can certain things from Tai Chi, my little push, strike, hook the leg, Kosotogaki thing I do? Look at my video. Yes. Can a little Bakwa and a little bit of Tai Chi, does this help me not get locked in side mount? Yes. That's why I've actually put in the work. Instead of just this. Maybe you should put in the work too. And I guess we'll end on that. Please thumbs up, share, subscribe. Kaboom.